Hey everybody, it's Brooke with The Buttered Home. Welcome to my messy kitchen. Today we have a really good fall treat for you. Today we are making ham and sweet potato soup. Now if you're like Big D, when I first told him I was going to try this recipe, he said, I just don't think that's going to be good. He was wrong. He's sitting here shaking his head. He loves this soup, and trust me, you will too. This is one of those soups that you just kind of have to get out of your comfort zone and just try. And it's great this time of year because when we get to the holidays, chances are you'll have some ham left over and you won't really know what to do with it. Well, this is a great way to reinvent that ham so that it takes on a whole different personality. So we're going to show you how you can take some simple, easy ingredients and make a delicious, heartwarming, soul-warming soup. So let's do that now. So in my soup pot, I have a couple of tablespoons of butter and a couple of tablespoons of bacon grease. And I have melted them and they have gotten hot. Now to that, I'm going to add just a little salt, a little pepper, and a little red pepper flake. This is a great recipe where you can highlight spicy and sweet and savory. So we're just going to heat those through and let them kind of marry with that smoky bacon grease and that beautiful silky butter and brown just a little. And then I'm going to add in plain flour, and we like white lily, until it forms a paste. We're going to let that cook just for a minute until you don't smell the flour anymore. You'll start to smell the bacon grease again and the butter, and then you'll know that the flour has kind of cooked off that flour taste, and it doesn't take long. And in case you're wondering, this is how you start any good soup, and you just change the different flavors with a roux. Now I'm starting to smell that bacon grease again. So I am going to add in some cooked sweet potato, and we love these steam bags, and they really make your life a whole lot easier of sweet potatoes. You just cook them according to package directions. And certainly you can use regular cooked sweet potatoes too. We're all for any kind of home cooking that you like to do. So we're just stirring that sweet potato in that roux base to get them all good and coated, because that, along with the sweet potatoes, is what will make that silky consistency to your soup. So we're just going to cook those through just a tad bit so that they can get a little bit of caramelization on them from the butter and the bacon grease. All of that adding flavor. Now at this point, I like to add in just a touch more of salt, because anytime I make a soup, I err on the side of caution and add salt in layers, just a little at a time. Now I like to take those potatoes and just kind of mash them with my whisk just a little bit to render out some of that starch. And then to this, we are going to slowly drizzle in some vegetable stock. It's going to make a loud noise, so and once you get over that initial pouring in of the vegetable stock, now at this point I'm going to use that stock to deglaze the bottom of the pan. Then you will allow that to come back up, the heat to come back up, and allow it to simmer. I'm going to add in my ham carefully by the handful. And whisk that together. Now we just allow this to simmer for about 5 to 15 minutes until it's as thick as you desire, and then we come back and we finish it. So while this simmers, I'll talk just a minute to you about what the great thing about this soup is. Whatever your soup preference is, whether it be smooth and silky or kind of chunky, is how you finish this soup. Now, we could have done one thing before we added the ham, is we could have taken an immersion blender or just something as simple as a potato masher, and we could have mashed our potatoes or blended our potatoes into the broth to give it a really silky, smooth textured finish. But here at the Buttered Home, we like to have this just slightly chunky and wonderful so that you get the different textures with the soup. As this simmers, a lot of the sweet potato will break down and they'll become creamy, and it will allow for them to kind of fall apart on their own. Once the simmer process is done, you're going to add in just a splash of half and half and about a half a cup of sharp or mild shredded cheddar cheese. And it is a real thing of beauty. It's colorful, it shows notes of fall, and it's wonderful to have, and it's a great way to use leftovers too. So we hope that you will enjoy this soup as much as we do. Be sure and tag the Buttered Home if you do make it in your photograph on any of our social media platforms, and you can find those at the bottom of this post. Also, if you're not subscribed to us here on YouTube, we would love for you to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so that you can be notified when we post new videos. We love y'all. We hope y'all love this soup as much as we do too. Visit us at the Buttered Home for more soup and great recipes like this one at thebutteredhome.com. From the Buttered Home to your home, we love y'all. Bye.